All right, testing, testing. We in there? We in there? We out here? We out here. Sound good, sound good. This is Rico, Street Scores. This is my first of many rest of NFL reports, aka 31 losers. Let me go and show who the 31 losers I'm talking about. Everybody from this team up. Of course, I'm gonna still do my Redskins news, because why wouldn't I want to talk about winners in greater detail than the rest of these 31 teams? But for real though, I am objective. I'm not biased, but I will talk trash. Actually, if anything, I'm more harsh on my Redskins because I expect more and accept less. That's plain and simple. But back to the program after that short disclaimer. With my rest of NFL reports, I'm covering major news circulating the NFL, and at the end, I'm declaring which teams, players, or personnel made real moves or went out bad, and I'm going to go off on my little rant at the end of every episode. Y'all will see when it's coming up. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about this nasty neck LA Rams stadium that's going on right now. The Inglewood Stadium, which is going to be shared with the LA Rams and the LA Chargers, has been delayed due to too much rain. And I mean, that's crazy to me because my LA friends always complained about Cali having droughts and forest fires being caused by the dry heat. But now y'all talking about it's too much rain? And I mean, somebody must have done the rain dance way too hard, danced in too many circles or something. And then I'm also like, didn't Tony like say it never rains in Southern California? But they lied. Man, this is crazy. Now, second, I'm just breezing through these things, bro. We just going news to news. In extremely unimportant but relatively funny news, a Canadian team named the Hamilton. Oh, hold up. The Hamilton, gotta say it fancy because it sounds fancy. The Hamilton Tiger Cats. Wait. The Tiger Cats? If that ain't the most dusty, redundant, but you know what? They ugly. But anyway, this nasty name team has the rights to be the first to sign Colin Sackerpick, RG Nee, or Johnny Tanzel out of all the rest of the Canadian team. Vince Young over there making $89,000 a year annually in Canada right now. So, if nobody picks up RG3 and Johnny Tanzel, they might need to go over there and get that check. And just to let y'all know, the Hamilton Tiger Cats is where they'll more than likely end up because they own all the rights to having first dibs on them. But this leads me to my third topic. My boy Colin Sackerpick might be headed to them Seahawks. And there's rumors circulating that the Seahawks are looking for him as a backup. And I think that's a great fit. He just got to humble himself and accept being a backup on a great team. But he has talent. And the Seahawks locker room loves him. He's like really cool with a lot of the players in there. So he already going to have friends in there. It's a lot of people that have publicly backed him up on his stances from last year. They already know how all that went. And Michael Bennett, as you can see right here, that's his folk right there. So I think it's a good fit offensively, locker room wise. He just gotta humble himself and just accept the fact that he's probably not gonna be a starter in this league. Not until some injuries or you don't want injuries, but he won't really be a starting quarterback for this league unless some injuries happen in training camp or preseason or something, and they just need a quarterback real quick. And this leads me to my next news. Free my boy, Josh Gordon. Now, his reinstatement, let me let this load up. But look at this man right here. This man forgot how many, but it was well over 1,000 yards receiving with the Browns. And I'm going to need y'all to name me his quarterbacks. I think he had 3 different quarterbacks. Something like that. He was that dude. He was arguably a top 3 wide receiver while he was here. But sadly, because he can't stay off the weed like Stephen A. Smith be talking about, he is not allowed to be reinstated into the NFL yet. I mean, he has another chance to attempt in the fall, but that's gonna be well after training camp, and it's just making it uglier for him. So I mean, I hope they free my boy, man. He was a beast, man. That dude had talent. He was great. All right, my next news is the Bucks get Ryan Fitzpatrick as a nice little backup to Jameis Winston. This man, first of all, this gift is crazy. I don't know how he let that happen. I would never. But he's still out here getting these bands, man. He's clearly the backup. But with the offensive talent that the Bucks have, even Miss Patrick can have a good statistical season if Jameis were to get injured and he would, to play enough games. Y'all already know how Deshaun Jackson gonna do. Y'all gonna learn how O.J. Howard gonna do. And Mike Evans is probably the most underrated receiver in the league, period. Like that offense is gonna be crazy. And Jacquizz Rodgers was playing really well last year, so that running back situation is good. They dealt with that. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is nowhere near Jameis. And I hope Jameis Winston, of course, starts the whole year. I'd love to see him do well. But I'm just saying, if he were to somewhere to happen, Ryan Fitzpatrick, as good as that offense is, can even look good in that offense. He can have that fluke year that he just had 2 years ago where everybody was thinking he was actually kind of fire. When really he was just throwing up a bunch of 50-50 balls and everybody was up there just getting them, making them look great. But we gonna move on. Now, we moving on to my boy. Coach Mike Zimmer for the Vikings has had his 8th eye surgery. That right there is crazy. I don't know what happened with the other 7. I ain't feel like looking it up. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But apparently he just had his 8th eye surgery. I hope everything going well. I don't have no bad blood for the Vikings. So shouts out to y'all. He was coaching y'all up last year. He was a real surprise, coaching success last year. People did not expect the Vikings to be anywhere near as good as they were last year, especially the first half of the season. They fell off in the second, but the first half of the season, they was making moves. They were scaring people. And now, I'm about to move to my Real Ones and Made Moves awards. First, we're going to start with the Patriots and the LeGarrette Blount situation. Or LeGarrette Blount, however you pronounce that French name. So what the Patriots did for him, they placed a tender on Blount's contract to where they can get a 4th or 5th round compensatory pick just because he left the team. And the second win in this is that they also got LeGarrette Blount to leave the division. So now the Patriots don't have to play him twice a year while he's on his little revenge tour. Because the Eagles already know about a revenge tour. Y'all messed up when y'all gave us Deshaun Jackson. He torched them consistently twice a year. But the Patriots, I'm going to give y'all this one. Y'all made a real move. Shouts out to y'all. And next, my boy, Eddie Lacy. This man made moves, man. This man about to get a $50,000 bonus for weighing 2 pounds less than his bonus requirement of 255 pounds. So shouts out to him for weighing 253, doing almost the bare minimum just to get that, that check. But he got 50 bands, so that's a real move right there. I don't know what it is about these Alabama running backs to be folding when they get to the league. But hopefully Eddie Lacy and Derrick Henry can break that curse. But you made moves. And next, super shout out to my homegirl Beth Mowens. She's going to be the first woman to call play-by-play in the NFL in 30 years. She's going to be calling the Chargers and Broncos game with Rex Ryan on September 11th. And that's going to be entertaining in itself because Rex Ryan is hilarious. I rock with him the long way. And, NFL, good job for this move. You and Beth Mowens made real moves. NFL finally gets something right this time. Shouts out to y'all. Now, next, gotta give a real move to my boy, Marshawn Lynch. Straight out of Oakland. First of all, look at this play. Hold on. Wait till it come back. Look, how you gonna throw that grown man, like he a little ragdoll, like he a little kid or something? Yeah, it's just straight disrespectful. But look at him in the hole. Can't tackle. can't bring them down. Look at that. What's that dude say? The determination, dude. Little boy, whatever he was doing. That thing was hilarious. A little viral video from YouTube a long time ago or whatever. But I'm giving Marshawn Lynch a Real Move award for doing so much for the city of Oakland. I love to see somebody represent their hometown so well. Unlike a lot of these people outside of Chicago and Atlanta that want to sound like us, but that's a whole nother debate. But this man Marshawn Lynch been throwing cookouts in the hood, and he just recently had a bike rally, which is something I'm pretty sure his folks never heard of, let alone participated in, because I had to Google what it meant myself real quick. But this bike rally was impromptu. You know, he just started riding his bike and people just started going with him. See, that right there shows you how in tune he is with his city. Do your thing, Mr. Lynch. Put on for your city. I wish you a great season, except against us, of course. But you making moves out there in Oakland. I see you. Make them folks out in Oakland proud, especially after this whole thing moving to Vegas that they already know. They're pending doom. They just got to wait about 2 years to wait for it to happen. Which is sad because it's not even like a Band-Aid where you just rip it off. It's going to be a minute. But moving on. Shouts out to my boy Brandon Copeland. Now this is a special Real Move award because first of all, he's the DM for the Lions. But this man is investing in Wall Street and only living off of 15% of his NFL salary while saving the rest of his money. Now we really need people out here doing this instead of spending on money on all unnecessary stuff like, you know, cars and jewelry and all of that. You need to spend more money on assets. And definitely need to invest and save more. And I know it's hard for a lot of people who've never had money, especially the people that literally are doing sports just to feed their family, get them out the hood, out the projects. I understand. But we need more people like this. We need more role models like this that's doing smart things with their money. Because, you know, Brandon Copeland, everybody know he ain't the best out here doing it. And the NFL don't last forever for anybody, but especially for somebody who's not extremely talented. So he's like, let me go ahead and take this NFL money, flip that into more money so my money make money by itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. I appreciate him. That's a super real move. And you ain't even got to go to Wall Street to do it. Just invest. You ain't got to be out there with a newspaper boy hat on Wall Street trying to hustle and all of that. Just find something to invest in, real estate, whatever it takes. But shouts out to Brandon Copeland. You made probably the realest move of this episode. Hope you do well, man, in football and in life. Now it's time to move to the Butt and You Out Bad awards. Gotta start with this whole overtime thing that these NFL owners just voted on. These people just voted on having the NFL overtime run only 10 minutes long. Now there's several reasons that this is dangerous. Because first of all, the team that wins the coin toss is automatically just in advantage for the game. If they can sit there and score a field, I don't know why the gift took that long. I guess I'm broke. My Xbox tripping. But the team with the first possession can essentially just chew out the clock and kick a field goal, and this pretty much just null and voids the NFL rule that to overtime the NFL applied a few years back, where the rules that we use now, where if the first possession results in a field goal, then the other team still has a chance to come back and kick a field goal or get a touchdown, and first touchdown wins. But with only 10 minutes in the overtime, the first team could chew out basically almost the whole clock and then just kick a field goal, and then the second team is just sitting there looking ugly, sitting there looking they out bad, just like what we supposed to do with a minute and 30 seconds. So I just don't think it's fair. And then with 10 minutes being overtime instead of 15 minutes, that gives both teams less chances to score. So this is going to result in just more ties. And it's like, why did we even waste our time in overtime? People's record's going to be out here looking like, what, 8-5-3? Duh, that's going to be ugly, boy. What I feel like they need to do is just change the overtime to the college system. Stop hurting yourselves. Y'all see what's working. A lot of people love it. I'm a fan of it. Just go ahead and make that move. Just let people do what they got to do to score. Just back and forth, possession for possession. Make sure everybody has an equal chance. It's exciting. I know it takes out special teams, But it's just, it's just football. It's just playing straight football. Offense versus defense. I love to see that. So, as a result, we out bad. NFL teams out bad. Fans out bad. And the NFL owners are some butt for this. And the NFL should be ashamed for letting this happen. Now, next out bad award. The Detroit Lions. How y'all gonna do my boy Megatron, a.k.a. Calvin Johnson, the way y'all did him? Y'all did this man dirt. Look at this. Look at this. This is what this man did for y'all. This is how much he carried y'all team. This is arguably one of the most impactful and best players y'all franchise has ever had. And y'all gonna force him to pay back $320,000 of his NFL bonus? Like, after he put the team on his back in several occasions. He was even putting his life in danger, his future in danger by hiding concussions he was having so that he can be there for y'all when y'all needed him. Y'all cruddy, y'all petty, y'all trifling. Y'all extra butt for this. Y'all deserve slick the biggest L, the biggest butt move of this whole show. Now, at the end, I was going to rant about how the NFL needs to cool it with these celebration penalties. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I had a huge rant recorded. And for some reason, when I recorded last night, which was May 22nd, everything glitched on me. Some of my recordings didn't count. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. But then I wake up in the morning and see that the NFL has actually changed its celebration rules. I was planning on doing a rant at the end of every episode, just hoping to enact change, that the NFL changed these celebration rules. Because, for the past couple of years, it's been like just the most petty stuff. Like my boy right here, Vernon Davis, got a touchdown, shot the football like it was a basketball, nothing offensive. He got a 15-yard penalty for it, and guess what happened afterwards? The Eagles immediately ran it back for a touchdown, which changed the complete dynamics of the game. And it was just so petty. All he's doing is shooting it like a football. I mean, y'all got people out here spiking the ball, and that's more dangerous than him just shooting it like a basketball, if anything. And I don't think the NFL spike should be rid of, or should have been rid of. But I just wanted consistency. And now I'm happy the NFL has finally let up, because they had us over here like homeboys in the Browns. This is apparently what they used to want. You get a touchdown, place the ball back, and just robotically go back to the sideline and do what you got to do. I need to figure out who this is too, because he about to be one of my favorite players in the NFL. I forgot his name. I need to keep track of him. I wish him the best, because I was in tears when I saw this. But the NFL is now expected to let group celebrations, using the ball as a prop, going to the ground, which I'm still not exactly sure what that means, and snow angels be allowed back in the NFL. Thank you. I was proposing that you can do whatever you wanted, just as long as it wasn't twerking or by like Antonio, or pelvic thrust like Von Miller, or something, like a gun, or something just extremely offensive. And I just wanted it to be like within like a certain amount of, like a certain allotted time, like 15 seconds minimum, maybe 30 seconds max, so the game isn't too delayed. But just let people have their fun. Because if we were doing what we used to be doing the past few years, then there would be no Chad Johnson moments. There would be no Terrell Owens, eating the popcorn and signing the football and all this crazy stuff. Let people have fun. That was some of the most exciting parts of the game. And it was crazy too, because even NFL refs came out and said the NFL need to let up. So I'm glad this happened. I'm super glad this happened, because they were being petty. And even though I ain't a Steelers fan, I actually kind of dislike them to an extent when they be, they fans be tripping, because they got their head all big because they got the most championships in the league. But look at this. My boy Antonio and Le'Veon just did a little handshake, a little goofy little dance. And I guess somebody was like, oh, that hurt my feelings. So it was a big penalty, 15 yards, and sportsmanlike conduct. And then both of them got fined thousands of dollars. So the NFL was just, just tripping. But I'm glad they made this move because, in the session I recorded yesterday, I explained I was prepared to rant about this every single episode. This was about to be broader. It wasn't going to be as long as the first episode that I was bringing it up in, but it was definitely going to be mentioned at the end of every episode. Hopefully just, getting the NFL to see that they just being stupid, because whose feelings was really being hurt. But I'm glad to see this change. I'm pretty sure they didn't do enough. We're going to see how it plays out. We're going to probably still see some petty little flags, somebody's feelings being hurt. But I'm just glad to see some change in the positive direction, because I miss celebrations. That's what made the game so fun. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, favoriting. Do whatever you can. I'm super psyched. I never thought I'd make it this far, especially this fast. I got 374 views on my second video. I'm super humble about that, man. I appreciate it. 13 subscribers. Humble beginnings. We gonna make it. And, thank you for watching my videos. Keep watching. Make sure y'all like them, watch them, share them, subscribe. All of that. Peace out.
Take me. My name even amazing. Jamila wasn't stupid when she drew it up and named me. Avery, step up the pace, please. You would be number one if you wasn't so lazy. Hey, y'all answer this. Why folks so shady? If I wasn't nonchalant, I'd probably go crazy. But I wear this chain that my grandma gave me. As long as I do rhymes, I'll be up in due time. I've always had a glow and I know I'ma do fine. This is do or die, come up, it's gonna get do. I always had something to show and I know I'ma do mine. As long as I do rhymes, I'll be up in due time. I've always had a glow and I know I'ma do fine. This is do or die, come up, it's gonna get do. I always had something to show and I know I'ma do mine. As long as I do rhymes, I'll be up in due time. I've always had a glow and I know I'ma do fine. This is do or die, commercials cocky do. I always have something to show and I know I'ma do mine.